Gender inequality. It's a very polite phrase, isn't it? Very easy to ignore. Let me tell you what gender inequality really means. Gender inequality is an underage girl's fears before her wedding. Gender inequality is a young woman's body being mutilated. Gender inequality is a girl saying no and being ignored. Gender inequality is women being excluded from making decisions about their lives. Gender inequality is the millions of girls and young women who are missing out on education, training or employment because they have to look after the home. That's what gender inequality really means. Let me tell you something else about gender inequality. It's not going anywhere if we go on as we are. We pat ourselves on the back and talk about the steady progress we're making. We're too polite. No. If we really want to achieve gender equality, we need to act, and act fast. Now. We need to be brave. We need to be as brave as the girls in Malawi who, with Plan International's help, changed the law and ended child marriage. We need to be as brave as Sophie and her fellow campaigners who fought for and won sexual health services for young people in Uganda. With the Sustainable Development Goals, the world's leaders have committed to achieving gender equality by 2030. But we're not moving fast enough. We can't just nod our heads and make the right noises. We need the courage to raise our voices and say, we will fight for gender equality, and believe in what we say. We need the courage to invest in the change we want to see. Invest time, invest commitment, and invest money. In boardrooms and workplaces, communities and governments. We have just 13 years to achieve gender equality by 2030. 13 years to change the world faster and more profoundly than anyone thought possible. We're going to have to do 50 years' work in a generation. But what a generation that will be. The generation that changed the world forever. My generation. Your generation. And that means we all need to change. So, this is my question to you. Can you be as brave as a 13-year-old girl? Can you be generation change?